Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go over some of the update info on things that got added into NGS today. Now, one of the very first things I want to mention, when you log into the game today, there's a PSO2 Global 4th Anniversary login gift. And this is going to be in your campaign rewards, and it's actually got some really nice stuff inside of here. They give us a camo, 2 Master Cubes, some boosters for enhancing and like augmenting and stuff, some add preset skill item level 1 things, some special scratch tickets, and most importantly, along with all of that, 200 star gems. So it's an incredible, nice little login reward, so make sure you claim that inside of your campaign gifts. Now, something else I want to mention that got done today with the update, they've actually done a little bit of stuff when it comes to regards to Genesis points. So something else that got done today is they actually changed the maximum amount of Genesis points that you can acquire. It used to be this was capped to 100,000. Now the cap has been raised to 150,000 points. So they've actually made it to where you can get a lot more Genesis points per week too. It used to be from clearing quests, there used to be a cap on that for getting 5,500 per week. And now they've actually changed it to a total of 50,000 points. So it's quite a huge increase. So you can actually get 50,000 Genesis points a week now just from playing content in the game. I'm actually a really big fan of that because I didn't really like go around like touching trees and stuff inside of like the creative spaces. I just mostly kind of do content stuff more myself, like plan missions and stuff like that. So this is actually a really nice change for me. I really like that. And on top of that, we actually got a new quest in the game, which gives a ton of Genesis points per run too, which is actually really cool. We'll get into that here in a bit. They also updated the exchanges that you have at the Genesis Point Exchange Shop. That's from the NPC Architect that's near the entrance of all the cities. Now, as I mentioned, the NPC Architect, she actually has Genesis points updates to her shop here. So when you go to exchange Genesis points here, you can see they added in like some icicle cubes, arms refiners. There's a lot of stuff in here that you can trade in for now that's really useful. You can get a hold of like stuff for upgrading your gear with the photon chunks for getting potential level 6. Various different LC capsules have been added inside of here, which is really nice. And of course, we still have like all the old mats and stuff too. You can see some of the stuff I traded in for already. Some more of these like icicle orbs, icicle cubes, stuff like that. There's like different like TA customization discs in here now that you can trade in for. Most importantly, I want to mention is the master fragment here. You can actually trade in for 5 of these. And whenever you get a hold of 10 of these, it actually gets used for that, making the Master Cube trade via the item enhancement shop. Now, whenever it comes to the trades here, I'm not actually sure if this is still going to be a monthly trade. This used to be like every 30 days for the shop. You can see up there in the top right, it shows 6 days remaining until reset. So I don't know if when this one resets, if it's going to change into a weekly or not. I hope this does turn into a weekly trade. So I'm not exactly certain on that just yet. We'll have to wait and see till after this upcoming maintenance. Maybe they've listed it on the website, but I couldn't find it anywhere where it's been listed as a change. So I think this is still a monthly trade if I'm not mistaken. Now they've added an Master Cube to the Enhancement Lab exchange shop to where you can actually exchange in for those. And it takes 10 of these new Master fragments to trade in for those. But you get a hold of those, to my knowledge, I think the only way we can get them currently is just from NPC Architect's shop. So SEGA added a new quest type to the game today, and that's the time extension quest. You can find that in the quest menu here. And you can see there's 2 different ones that you can start up here. One of these is really easy, and one of them is extremely hard, really sweaty, like time attack mission. Now, as you're running this mission, the timer keeps on ticking down. You want to try to kill stuff as fast as possible, and it adds more time as you kill things. And there's actually a total of 6 waves for the normal version, and there's a total of 10 waves for the hard version. Now, the normal version only needs 3731 battle power to enter, so pretty much everybody will be able to actually participate in doing the normal version of this. And it has some pretty good rewards even for the normal version. And you actually get a lot of like Genesis points when you're running this too. I ran the hard version today a whole bunch with my friends, but we never actually completed it yet. We never got the micromanaging down yet on like where to split up and just different little strategies worked out and everything. But it's a type of mission to where you definitely want to run with a group of geared players that you trust and that you're going to communicate with a lot. That way, so that you can get your splits down properly and you know who goes where and whatnot, stuff like that. And it also helps out, of course, to have a ranger with the blight for all the bosses and stuff. Though, yeah, it's a pretty sweaty quest. I'm pretty happy that they added something like this. I like stuff like this to where they actually have something for the casuals and they have something for the hardcore players. I think it's really cool. And they actually put like a pretty high battle power requirement for actually getting into the quest too, which I think that's nice as well. Now, I actually got some pretty good rewards while running this too. I got a hold of some rare weapons and I got a hold of some of those Ina armor beltas and stuff like that. And it gives a ton of Genesis points in both versions that you run. So it's definitely worthwhile to run these. Now, something else that SEGA did this week is we still have the same limited time quests. We haven't actually had the new seasonal stuff start yet, but the limited time quest quest that we have currently, the Plateau Cleanup Op 24, this actually has a little bit of a campaign boost going on this week. So this will be the last week that it's here. It's a pretty good mission, really. Like, it only takes like 4 or 5 minutes to run this, so it's pretty fast. And it has pretty good reward potential too. And you can see that it actually has a 150% rare drop rate all week, so definitely a good time to run it. You want to at least do 1 run of it a day because it's part of a daily. So we do have a new AC scratch that got added to the game today, and that's going to be the Downy Dream. Now inside of this scratch, for the special scratch bonuses, they have a couple of like superhero EX emotions. It kind of looks like Superman dashing or Goku's like Super Dragon Punch or something like that, like superhero pose. So keep that in mind if that's something you're interested in getting a hold of. There's actually some pretty cute little stuff like outfits and stuff inside of the scratch here. There's a couple of good emotes that are inside of here too. There's actually the shoulder pillow, which is one I'm probably going to pick up later. And there's also the head pat. From what I can tell with this emote, this one looks like it probably does not loop. It's probably just like a simple like head pat and that's it. And we also have some like good motions inside of here too. Superhero stuff and gather energy. Some pretty good little like accessories and stuff got added. Definitely be sure to go through and check out and see if there's anything in here that you like yourself. There's some of the outfits are pretty cute. I'm a big fan of this flower outfit actually. There's like pajamas here with the flowers on it. I think it's really pretty looking. Actually, I'll probably pick one of these up later. Now, I did want to mention, as always, my friend Corone. She's so helpful. I like to do little shout outs for her. She's doing a video currently for this AC scratch here, showing off the differences between all the outfits inside of the scratch here. Now, I'm sure that you've noticed there is a lot of different versions of these outfits here, and Corone goes through and shows you what the differences are between all of them. That way, so you know which pieces change color and which pieces disappear and stuff like that. It's really helpful info, and it helps you save Meseta. So I'm going to leave a link in the video description below to Corone's YouTube channel so you can go check out her outfit showcase video. So we do have another Arks record ranking going on that you want to make sure that you try to at least do 1 run of before maintenance hits, and that you can find that via opening your menu and going to personal, then Arks records, and random challenge records. And it's right here, the Horrible Flapping Solo. Now this is over on West Cavaris. You want to, like I said, you want to make sure you do at least 1 run of this, that way so you can get yourself a participation reward. If you do really good on it, you might possibly get like silver or gold, getting even more of these Arks record badges. And the Arks record badges you use for those weekly star jump trades. Now something I always like to mention or remind people, if you have characters on multiple ships, it's always a good idea to do 1 run per ship because it's an individual ranking reward, which means that you get individual rewards with the Arks record badges per ship, which you can use those Arks record badges on your off ships that you don't normally play on for the weekly star gem trade. It makes it really nice. Now the way that you would find this, if you open up your world map, you can find it right over here in West Cavaris. It has this little king crown next to it at this cocoon called Horrible Flapping. By the way, I wanted to point out, if you like some of the artwork and sketches and the gifs that you see in some of my videos here, and stuff that you see on the screen, it's all commissions that I have done by an amazing artist named Miasmajin. I'm going to leave a link in the video description below to Miasmajin's Twitter, so you can contact them if you're interested in doing any commissions. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.